Alright, my name is Zach, and I'm doing an extra credit project for Professor Hepner for a philosophy class. And so I'm just going to talk about my own personal philosophy when it comes to ethics. I believe, well, a certain part of ethics, or a certain area of ethics, I should say, as far as it goes with people who become who are in like a vegetative state, if you will. Like in a hospital, whatever the reason, but that they're no longer there, there's no brain activity, they're brain dead, they're merely just living, like just their bodies living, they can't think, they're not there. I guess, and there was that huge case a few years ago down in Florida, with the husband, what he wanted to do and what the parents wanted to do, and big whoop-de-doo. And then that's been a few years ago. Then I didn't really know what I thought about it. I kind of thought, I thought life was more important. Like, I thought that life itself was more important than the quality of life. And so at that time, I would have said, no, don't pull the plug. Keep her alive at all costs. Now, though, I've been working in healthcare for over a year, and I see some really critical patients, and I guess my opinions have totally changed in that, you see these people who, once they're brain dead and everything, but if you shove it, you put that tube down their throat and intubate them and put a pacemaker on them and pump them full of like 24 different drugs and all this stuff, like, of course they're going to live. I mean, that body can go on forever, which I don't think is right, because that's just prolonging life, it just doesn't seem right, because and the family's doing it because they want to hold on to him, they can't let him go yet. But a lot of the times the same family will come and see them like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, which is totally not right at all. That's not fair for that person who's just sitting there in that body, is just suffering, and it just, so I guess it's totally changed for me, just because I've seen it now, seen people just suffer there in a body and no one's there for them, and it's just kind of enlightened me, if you will, about pulling the plug. So yeah, that's kind of my personal take on that. I think, not that I think that we should just pull the plug automatically and let them die, but I think people need to be more aware of what's going on and whether they're there or not, and not be selfish and just hold on because they want to. It's God's timing, not yours. Thanks a lot.